What's up, Travel Chronicles? I don't know if we're on chapter 98 or 99. We're getting close to the end, so I'm trying to be a little more judicious when I choose to do the videos. That's probably like the wrong thing. It's just going to be 100 and done, because I'm about tired of doing them anyway. And I'll see if there's any that I missed. I'll try to make them up. But I'm tired right now. It's Friday. Not necessarily from the week, but just like from the last couple of weeks. And there just hasn't been, really a break. Even like last weekend, I've been helping with Upwards basketball on the weekends, and we've lost some of our help because I think that people don't want to wear the mask, right? Or they're so turned off by the comments earlier that now they don't want to help do the administration stuff, which is unfortunate and not super Christianly, which is what the basis of the league is supposed to be. Even if you don't want to be the person out there, in the middle where people can see you, there's other stuff you can do. Even if you just want to come help set up, come back, help close stuff up where you're not, directly interacting with people, or, as soon as the games are over, come in, clean the gym, wipe the stuff down, sweep up. There's things to do. So it's disappointing. It is. And I hope people aren't sacrificing, what it's really about. And it's, you still got to be there to get the people in the building, to get them exposed to, the Christian sports way, which, it's hard. It's hard anyway. You're trying to do the right thing, and sometimes it gets a little heated, right? From the competitive standpoint, but at the end of the day, I think most of the time we handle stuff right. Try to anyway. I don't know if there's necessarily right ways and wrong ways. It's just decisions and consequences is what I always say. It's not that there's only one way to do things. There's lots of ways to do things. It's just the different ways have different consequences. But when you're not there and you don't do anything, there's consequences to that too. And some of them may be eternal, Not saying, like, people have done stuff for a long time. Maybe they just don't want to be in it anymore. I don't know. But I know I'm getting tired because it's all day on Saturdays now, which, kind of the intent was for it to be like 3 to 4 hours, and then somebody else will come in and spell you. And I'm looking now, there's 8 more Saturdays left, counting tomorrow. And with the younger grades, kindergarten, first and second, I think we have 6 games, but we have 15 minutes built in between the games, so it ends up being like an extra hour and a half that you're there. And we're going to try to get rid of that for third and fourth and fifth and sixth. Maybe trim the game time down a little bit so that we still have time to get people out, but make sure the kids are getting enough basketball, but do it that way so that we're not there 12 hours a day instead of 8. 8's enough. 8's a long day. It's even longer when you don't have anybody to spell you. So I'm just not overly looking. Like I want to do it because I like basketball. I like coaching. I'm not sure how this team's going to be. I wasn't sure how last year's team was going to be. They really came together and played and had a good, team mentality about them. By the end of the season, was one of the funnest teams I've ever coached. So, I hope it's not a letdown just because last year was, so good. I don't think it will be. This group, first impression seems pretty good. They seem like a pretty good group. Just depends on how the basketball is going to be, because I'm not real confident in the basketball part of it. We did some layup drills, some close-in shooting drills, and the ball did not go in the hoop a whole bunch to where coach felt good about it. So my philosophy is just work on fundamentals to start with, get good at the fundamentals, and then get good at the other stuff. So we'll see how that goes. I imagine like the first 2-3 games, like we could be in trouble from a standpoint, especially if we go get somebody that's got somebody that can shoot a little bit or dribble pretty well. We'll be in trouble. I'm going to try something too. I'm going to try a hybrid defense I saw Ole Miss running, where they do a 1-3-1 and then drop into a 2-3 if the ball goes below the foul line. So it'll be interesting. If you try to explain those principles to somebody that is well versed in a 1-3-1 and well versed in a 2-3, it may be complicated. But if you're taking kids that maybe aren't familiar with those defenses and you just say, hey, we're going to do this, and that's just the way it is. That's the way that defense works. So maybe they won't have an issue with it. It'll be interesting from that standpoint, because I think I'm working with pretty blank canvas, so to speak. But now I got those practices during the week too. So I got work, I got practice one night, we got the games on Saturday. Sunday would be the rest day, but that's the day that we got to try to make it to Mom's. And last Sunday, we went to church, even though there was a lot of snow. And didn't go to Mom's because of the weather, but oh my goodness, she just about got T-boned, lady. Anyway, did go to Mom's, but went and played basketball because they were playing basketball, and then we had a party after that we played cards for about 3 hours, and it's just. I'm not like physically tired. I'm not that physically tired. I don't feel bad, physically. So I'm kind of debating whether do I go for a run, do I go for a walk? Because I need to do something. But I need to take a nap because we got upwards tomorrow. So it's going to be, we're entertaining tonight. So it's card party tonight, and then basketball tomorrow, and maybe rest Saturday night. I don't know. It's hectic right now. Plus Face playing games. So she had a game Wednesday. Tuesday and Wednesday? No, Tuesday we had practice, and Wednesday she had a game. Yesterday we didn't have anything, but I had to go to Walmart after work. So just something constant all the time. The car needs work. I mean, that quarantine wasn't bad now, but them 10 days where I stayed in, what feels like it was a year ago. It's crazy. Oh, well, we'll get through it. I mean, it's better to be busy, I guess, than to have nothing to do. Having nothing to do really sucks. Having stuff build up in your mind where you have a lot to do isn't overly enjoyable because you don't have that downtime. I need some downtime. I need to relax. And tonight we're entertaining Elijah's girlfriend. So we have to be on our best behavior. And we're not very good at playing games and being civil. I'll just throw that out there. So It'll be interesting. Oh, you bumped me back. You took my spot. You took $200,000 off of me. Well, I'm coming after you now. You know, and it's in fun. It's in good fun. But depending on how that comes across, it could be you know, kind of jerkish. It's mostly Faith. Everybody else is fine. That's the one we worry about. So. Like I said, she is back to basketball, and Ferry's back to their old tricks. The boys' side is really bad now. They got beat by 47 the other night, or 46 or whatever. I think it was 47. Yeah, it was 47. 71-24. Only scored 24 points, 32 minutes. Had shady side, and it was just missing shots and turning the ball over and missing free throws. Oh, it was like, I watched part of it on YouTube. It was bad. It was bad. We're playing tonight against Barnesville. Barnesville's only won 4 games, I think. Martins Ferry's won 5. 2 of them have been against Bel Air. But I don't know. Maybe they'll win just because, you know, they got a tall kid who can play. If he causes you problems, but Barnesville likes to shoot, so if Barnesville makes a couple shots, I mean, they could be in trouble. Plus, it looks like they're missing a kid now, and I think it was because of academic reasons. just funny. The girls are playing, face back to playing, because she was on quarantine, and they're up to their same tricks now. We're going to play 7. Number 8 girl's going to be held out of the JV game, but she's still not going to play varsity. It's so ridiculous that you can't put a girl over, like, you're holding her out. So she has 3/4 of eligibility left for the varsity game. Well, obviously you want to have her for the 4th in case something crazy happens with foul trouble or overtime or something like that. So she's got to play there. But then you could play her 2 out of the other 3. You know, the first quarter, it should be good. You know, I would think, plus you got 2 girls on the bench, so between those 7, they should be able to play the minutes in the first quarter. And then after that, you know, why not get her a minute or 2 in the second, or a minute or 2 in the third? You know, it's this mentality of, like, you got to play them like the entire, okay, they're out there, they have to play the whole rest of the game now until they do something wrong. It's like, no, you just need 30 seconds. You know, maybe if you don't think she's very good on offense, then play her on defense. But I mean, the girl has some physical skills. She's fast. She'll play defense. She'll defend hard. Whether she's in the right position or not, I haven't paid that much attention. Probably not, but you know, at least she'll go after it. She'll try to get rebounds. She'll scrap. You know, it's like if you're not Michael Jordan, it's like they don't know how to play. It's like, oh, okay, you can go out and play the whole game. You know, oh, you're a little bit tired. Okay, come here, rest for 30 seconds. I'll call a timeout. You know, just put the other girl in for 30 seconds. You know, it's not hard. Plus, you want that depth. You know, you're not going to make it very far playing 7, especially when the talent level of the 7 is not like oh, there's our 1, there's our 2. You know, it's not that distinct. It's like, all right, that girl's probably our best player. You know, who's second best? You know, is it the post? Is it the point guard? You know, different positions, different things. And then you've got, you know, a couple of one of the freshmen is playing now. So, you know, she's not as good as the other freshman. Is she as good as the girl that she replaced? She's not as aggressive trying to score. You know, to me, it's kind of a lateral move talent-wise. So, you know, if the one girl doesn't have it going that night, you go to the other girl, right? And then you use the other girl to spell the other guards. You know, you figure out which one's going between 5 and 6, and then, you know, 7 is going to spell the post player because that's all you're doing. So she ought to get 2 minutes a quarter, realistically. Just, I don't understand it. It's not, you're holding her out so she can play, then you're not playing her. So she's not getting the minutes in the reserve game. Just play her in the reserve game. If you're not going to put them in a rotation to play, then you just have them there for emergency only, right? So if somebody gets in foul trouble, 3 people get in foul trouble in the first half, you can put the other freshman in then, right? Or you can put that girl in, play that quarter, and then save her for the fourth quarter. And then if you need, you can put the other girl in the third quarter, and then save her for the fourth quarter. And it's not that big of a difference. It's not. They can both handle the basketball. Faye's probably a little bit better rebounder. She thinks she's a better defender, more active, but she gets out of position badly, and you can't tell her anything. So, if she wants to be a defensive player, that's fine. And next year, you're counting on 2 freshmen coming in that are in 8th grade now to be either starters or key bench players. But somebody's not coming back from this team. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if there was maybe 2 girls that don't come back from this team, for their senior season, that aren't getting out of it what they think they should. That wouldn't surprise me at all. And you're right back to the 9 that you got now, or the number 9. So that girl's going to be just a junior. You're going to have a junior and a sophomore down there, but you're not going to play them because you got two freshmen. But next year is going to be your best chance to win games, for 2 years. So I would play the older kids rather than try to get the freshmen involved, because you can get them involved next year because you're going to have a good group of juniors and sophomores. And then the next year, then you go in again when those girls are seniors. That's just me, It should be a 2-year plan. And then that third year, you should be reaping the benefits from next year. Or, the year after, really. That's just me. That's what I do. All right. Well, I got to go play a game. So I'll see you later. Be careful. Be COVID. I did look at the COVID numbers. They're down. So that's encouraging. People are getting the shot now. I had it. I'm not getting the vaccine at all. If you've already had it, I don't understand why you would need a vaccine. It doesn't make any sense. So, all right. Later.